Hi, everyone, and welcome back to our Advancing Your Business, Your People, and Your Legacy conversation series. My name is Kendall Rawls, and I'll be your moderator. Whatever your business is, it depends upon people to deliver and/or support your product or service. Qualified, motivated, and loyal people are hard to find, so when you find them, you want to keep them. However, so many organizations suffer from turnover, which impacts culture and performance. For this episode, I am joined by Dan Schneider, a partner of the Rawls Group, and Renee Winston, an affiliate of Owl Automotive Group and president of People One Human Resources, to dive deep into turnover, what causes it, and how to avoid it. Hi, Dan and Renee. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you very much for having us.
Thank you. It's nice to be part of the group.
Dan, as you mentioned in the previous part of the conversation, it is said that employees do not leave the organization, but they leave their boss. Can you just speak a little bit more about this?
Sure. And generally, whether the employee leaves the manager or the employee leaves the company, neither is going to be very good for the company. In either case, it's going to be important to identify the problem that's leading to the turnover, problem or problems leading to the turnover, and solve them. One of the ways to do that is to remind your managers that 4 leadership attributes make up about 90% of an employee's perspective of leadership. And those 4 would include, how well does my manager support me? Is my manager open and have the ability to see different perspectives? Can he or she solve problems efficiently? And is there a real focus on results as opposed to just activities? And if you can make sure that your organization and the leaders within your organization can do these 4 things effectively, then you're pretty much home free in terms of hanging on to your talent.
Yeah, I also agree. In looking at Gallup, they do polls of employers every single year. And one of those questions, or I would say several of the questions, are focused in on the employee's relationship with their manager. And invariably, it comes down to the number one thing as to why people either leave companies or stay with companies is that relationship with their supervisor. So most often people do leave the business because of their boss. But I also believe that people weigh a number of things whenever deciding to either stay or go in an organization. Sometimes I think we focus on money as being that thing that keeps people in place, but it really is just one piece of a number of things. People need to feel comfortable with where they are. They need to receive adequate recognition for the things that they do for the company. They need to feel like there's a way for them to grow and advance inside of the company. They also need to feel comfortable enough to develop friendships and relationships with their coworkers and with their boss that is at least friendly. Now, these are some of the things that Gallup does measure, but those things are always on a scale, and people are always weighing job satisfaction in these areas versus dissatisfaction with those same things. And if the managers are in tune with their people, they can see how those scales are going up and down all of the time. Now, it's important to not react to a momentary situation with a person, but you still have to be mindful that it's a lot more than just money. It's a lot of things that goes into a person's decision process to decide whether or not they're either satisfied with the job enough to stay or dissatisfied enough to make a decision to leave the company.
Advancing Your Business, Your People, and Your Legacy is produced by the Rawls Group and hosted by me, Kendall Rawls. Thank you to Dan Schneider, who is a partner with the Rawls Group, and Renee Winston, an affiliate of Owl Automotive Group and president of People One Human Resources. You can hear more of this discussion on our website at www.rawlsgroup.com. Hope you guys have a great rest of the day. Thanks for listening.